revolutionary struggle toward a Republican democracy, and for better or worse, invested and tossed their fate in that regard, in that direction. And they are buried at the Partingways Cemetery.
Just about every day. And so the two of them presented quite a picture that was noticed over and over by people at the time who wrote about Washington and his male servant, Billy Lee.
Even though he was a slave.
Washington and Congress's decision to reject black soldiers plays perfectly into the enemy's hands.
And I just think that it's appropriate, before I read the poem that I wrote in the bicentennial year of 1976, to commend the shepherding of the Partingways Project by the pioneering Marge Anderson, and the foresight, the commitment, and the dedication of Eddie Johnson, who has understood that that site and those bones are a core of a model history, of an ongoing contribution by a people who have been, in many ways, the Americans, the keepers of the promise of the ideals, beginning in those graves. And I think that before we go any further, we should commend Eddie Johnson for being so determined. You know, that's not all he does. You know, that 6-hour gospel program that he does is an institution. Eddie's an institution builder. You know, you judge people by what they do. And that is the beginning of something very, very important. I'm very happy to be party to this program. Now, if I can see the poem, I will share it with you. I visited the site in Plymouth, the grave of these 4 black revolutionary soldiers. And this is not a rousing poem. It is a meditative piece of reflection on history. Notes and thoughts at Partingways Cemetery. The sign reads, Partingways Cemetery. Here lie the graves of 4 Negro slaves, Kwame, Prince, Plato, Cato. These men fought in the Revolutionary War and were freed at its close. The cemetery is located in the original 94-acre lot deeded to them by the government when they were given their freedom. Manumission. Death, the great emancipator. The wind and rain are part of a wreath of wildflowers and weeds and blackberry vines, remnants of an ancient dwelling's foundation, half a field away. An archaeological dig, strings, stakes, excavates the old colony of New Guinea. They are always trying to dig us, always trying to dig either our essence or our graves. Black-eyed Susans holding Queen Anne's lace. Mauve blossoms I do not know. Blood and blues make purple. Weathered gray granite. 5 grassless graves. Blight, rust, bracket fungi on hickory, oak, maple, sycamore, conifers, sumacs, poison ivy, and many, many vines. A twin-trunk oak seeks downward. Roots. The vines are potted in 5 skulls. Think blackberries. To eat one is to chew on a dream, to swallow the sweet thought of hope. The berries are succulent ball shot, pigmented hopes, tears from the underground. Ball bearings from a subway train. Kwame, Prince, Plato, Cato Howe, Jefferson, Washington, Franklin. The premier founding fathers in the American pantheon. 2 slaveholders and an inventive lecture from places named after virginity and brotherly love. They tell us, oh, do not as I do as I say do. Franklin belly flopped his way through France after the womb-shaped sound of Philadelphia was cracked by hypocrisy, the told alloy of our metal. Quamini, Prince, Plato, Cato. So you fought. We be fighters. Did you ever see Plymouth Rock?